in that ceiling.
Start cheering. And everyone else, start cheering because I want to hear them. Potentially,
yeah.
To look to land, but look, a little girl up on top.
I put in change moves too. Me or Fortnite players in the sky. Oh, mine's already playing do not allow. Oh shoot! Let me see. I went off for it. I pop on it. I name my Fortnite. I name my Fortnite. I name my Fortnite. I name my Fortnite World Cup. Open online.
Top 15. Okay, I thought it was gonna come a little quicker than that, but
street live stream.
There, okay, of course. Okay.
I can't get through the ghost. Man, stick boy. This S2 man. This S2 Rex guy look like he can win though.
As you said, and additionally too, there are a lot of top 10 players who were in this. Players who last time we checked the leaderboard.
YouTube Dom.
Right away, you can see Rex and Dom.
10 points is a victory.
Was in the lobby. A little girl pushes in and will pick up.
Yo.
Rex puts both the straps on the side.
Oh God, boy.
Typical gamer gets taken down. He was
typical gamer.
Rex says, "Don't you know who I am?"
Typical gamer no get killed. He no get killed by the S2, Rex. He no get killed by S2 Rex.
Galaxy brain and tiny little arms. But Pika is up on
typical gamer bar right, but he ain't on these main level big man.
Fisco, I believe, is the way you would say that name. Now Pika having a little bit of difficulty, but keep in mind he's got the 8 builds. That's why he's not trying to get crazy.
Oh God!
Fast, decimated, but
oh God!
Says I am the Pika Slayer. Go back to lobby, friend. And look at this. Fisco's like, oh, did something happen?
Pika Day, boy. He was the container. He was the container to win here, boy. But S2 look good though. S2 Rex. S2 Rex look good, boy. Oh God, boy. Wait, stream lagging.
That was Night Slayer right after he took out Domo. So now Rex on the low ground sends a player down. 1-2, but Fisco catches himself right after. Fisco in your top right.
Fisco.
In your bottom right. 70 builds to 32. Fisco is going for an early campfire. He committed. No! Why would you stop it? Oh no. So he stopped it because he saw that Rex was on the low ground and continued going through. So even if he had gotten it, he wouldn't have had the health advantage. But now the circle is closed. Rex just needs to hang out. You saw Fisco do it.
Ooh, S2 Rex swing, boy.
Rex tagged him forever ago with it, pushing himself up to 39 points there. 19 from that match. Brilliantly done from Rex.
S2 Rex swing, boy, Terry.
Dr. Lupo, who's in the studio.
Gentlemen, thank you. Legend has it there are a few things louder than the shriek of Zeke. But I will say the show and the shots from a lot of these players.
Dr. Lupo, boy.
So standing out pretty loud, if I do say so myself. Speaking of which, we're going to take a quick look at the current NA West standings. So I'm going to now pivot and walk over to the board because that's what it says in the script. No, for real, NA West still going very, very deep right now. A lot of players competing for this top set of positions.
See, wait till you tell it, look. Pick up top.
Top there, 59 points.
I tell you that man hard, boy.
4 games played. I think he's playing a different version of Fortnite compared to everybody else. Symmetrical, Deuces, Sparl.
Fierce Jarvis, 5th.
A ton of players, Harrians that we've seen
Jarvis,
over the course
5th, boy.
The entire day so far from NA West. But I want to take 2 seconds real quick and look specifically at Symmetrical. 5 games played, 3 victory royales. Here's what's showing up so far.
I know that.
This is scary consistency minus this outlier number 3 there. But if you look in the bottom right, placement has been huge thus far. 70% of the 50 points that he's earned up until now. It's crazy. It's a spread like we have not typically seen. Usually we see closer to 40-60 or even a 50-50 down the line. But like I said, 5 games left, still Symmetrical on a solid push.
You may hear like streaming World Cup, boss.
1, 2, 3 position. You have to remember if Pika does maintain number 1, he's already qualified. So those 2 positions for NA West shift down just one bump. A lot of competition still out there. This is the last week for
you playing Fortnite
across the board.
If you lobby, and you read properly, you will see. Because I know you'll see that.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Cast this thing and knock out the rest of the weekend. See you in a bit.
Press R2.
This is the last chance, all right?
Clear courage. This gotta be courage, you know.
This is your last opportunity
courage here. This courage here talking.
DJ Zeke's gonna be there. DJ Sunlight's gonna be there. Everyone's gonna be there.
Oh no, who's crazy?
The people are waiting. All right. You know what, man?
Vaughn, put your voice and not be shared.
But what you need to do is buy your tickets to the block party. Tickets are only $35 for
Block party?
Listen, all right, June 15th, 16th at the LA Forum. Day 1, Creative Showdown. Listen, all right, Team Evolve built an incredible map. Spoiler alert, it's dope. Day 2, Celebrity Pro-Am. 50 pro gamers, 50 celebrities, all battling out for a $3 million charity prize pool. What more do you want? What more do you need? Fortnite fam, you need to be there because we are ready to
What's that background?
party with you. Bam!
Hey, Fortnite fans.
Yeah.
And today we're going to talk a little bit
about the Flintlock
pistol and its impact on competitive play.
The Flintlock pistol is a great addition. Sometimes it'll just change the course of a fight.
The things you can do is insane. You can
What's
fight
it
with
in?
It shoots pretty far. You can almost use it as an AR at the beginning of the game just to get one shot. It'll hit for like 80, 90 in the body.
And this is looking really good for Horrify, but the Flintlock is going to get the high ground. Nikiva, such a smart play.
The Flintlock is a common and uncommon weapon that uses heavy ammunition. It does 86 or 90 damage depending on rarity, and it has a 2x headshot multiplier. This means that outside of a sniper rifle, it has the highest single shot damage potential.
Well, no, see that was calling no boss on my
The
head.
Flintlock only allows for one shot at a time, has pretty decent damage fall off, and also takes 3 seconds to reload. In
You know, it's
addition
3
to all
seconds
of
to
this,
reload.
the Flintlock
That's a lot of
also
reload
has a
time, man.
mobility component to it. When fired, it will impulse the shooter backwards, and if the bullet strikes a target, it will impulse the target away from the shooter. This can allow for some tricky plays to be made.
That fish sticks. That fish. You?
We've seen a decent amount of use out of the Flintlock during the Fortnite World Cup online
man
open
seriously just
qualifiers.
get the ball and
So
shoot
let's
the
hear
armor.
from some of the qualified players to get
He
their
very sick,
opinion
though.
on its addition to the game.
Like the stream. Like and subscribe.
Choose one. You can actually like kill someone from 200 to 0 without taking any shots.
And it's also really good for competitive play because if you're high ground or if you want to get away from the situation, the Flintlock, when you use it, it knocks you some distance so you can get away or you can get high ground over someone. I think it just adds a lot of like different plays you can make with it. I think it's good.
I personally really
More NAOS up in a minute and 50
I think it's
seconds.
a really, really strong weapon in the right hands. You need to know how to use it, and you need to base your whole gameplay around it if you want to use it right.
It's just the kind of the off weapon we need more.
I definitely think it's one of the better things that have been added skill-wise. I like that it's so versatile. I really like it competitive. Definitely deserves a spot.
Thanks for watching, and hopefully you saw how the Flintlock can be utilized in the right hands. What is the best Flintlock play you've done or seen? Share it with us using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and we'll be seeing you guys on the battle bus, or maybe Flintlocking through the air.
Yo, again, I tweet my Flintlock kill though. Me busting a man here with a Flintlock. What's this man problem though? What happened to you, no sir? Can't hear you talking. Who's in that my background now? Well, he look like PewDiePie alone here. Hey, Dr. Lupo.
Welcome back, Fortnite fam, to continued coverage of the Fortnite World Cup online open qualifiers. Now, of course,
Ziki.
if you've been with us, you know we're in week number 9. We are knee-deep in NA West action, and I'm not going to hold you up much longer. Let's get Dr. Lupo, Monster D-Face up on deck, because I want to get into more games. Gentlemen, we'll start with you.
How's it going? I'm ready to crush it today. NA West, looking towards the very end of the day, which means this is the very end of solo qualifiers for New York City.
Last opportunities, guys, to get in there and make it happen. So we're going to be hopping right into these next set of games. And I mean, we saw the leaderboard symmetrical just at the top. We've seen them kind of rocking it out.
Speaking of symmetrical, look, wait. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bushes in a row, and I think a 6th bush inside the box. Are those all players on the outside, or what's going on here?
Malo, put your shit there. Look at you. 5, 6 bushes in a row.
like a T-Rex. The trap behind. Chase pushing away. Barely dodging that one.
That bush going on though.
A little thin right now.
At 13 shifts.
Which I'm going to be honest means, honestly, the world at this point. Now a lot of these players.
This is New York City now.
Too bad.
My name WBG Picker winning right now. Indeed.
Exactly what it is.
Yo.
Anyone
wanna stream just like that, one?
40 plus players remaining as the moving zone's just about to get cracked.
I don't know why that's happened.
Shadow bombs, let's go.
That's what it needs, man.
It's like sometimes.
Do it. Here, there it is.
It's a freebie of a rotation straight across the entire field there.
No reason to go
the stream lagging, not the thing. The stream is lagging. It's my I talking about the stream, you know. The stream is what actually lagging, not the main lagging.
Only 100 rounds, but it's still.
Goes 8 in here, boy. Goes 8 in it. Yo, wanna know see that? Goes 8 and no hit a Maui ball.
One of the stars of NA West. Around in a ball.
Wanna see that?
Epic Whale, Kanji, about to take a
goes 8 in here, boy.
See if he can follow through. I almost guarantee there it is.
You know hit a Maui with a ball be off the edge.
Didn't even look like critical damage. That was too bad.
Crazy to see how much the game has changed too. I've seen players rocking double heavy.
Vaughn, you have your voice on allow.
Oh yeah. If you see someone that's
Vaughn, you have your voice on allow. Change it, dog.
Are you stream anything now?
Right, but I want it. No, it's so that you won't hear you in restream.
Here for Epic Whale. 4 now, 29 points and 141 builds. 2 rifts, those are going to need to be used relatively soon.
Nah, this boy actually got good in, you know, see, pick up my sky.
Launch pad into a rotation around the mountain.
He name is trash, for sure.
Shot there, so he's going to have to land, kind of slow things
down. Go 8 in a ball up. That would get to know. Disgracing PS4 players.
Kind of jump on, get snot. That player got
in
right
a ball.
Back in the ball and down the hill he went.
Call AQ players awesome, man. Yeah, jump out, boy.
Dropping in above.
Oh my god, it lag again. He no got sniped. He no got sniped.
Very effective as Epic Whales forced down to 76. Gonna have to play on the defense. Use that rift. Probably the last super safe time to use it, assuming nobody looks up. One of those players that may look up for too long. Jarvis, somebody who's had our eyes on a number of times for NA West already.
I was literally watching him back in the talent room. Jarvis.
That's real. I can confirm that he actually was.
Yeah, like just sitting there staring at his games because he's been having quite the run. A couple unfortunate hiccups, but all in all, just pretty decent run here. He's really made his way to the
top. Shoot down that man at top of there, boy. No boy, see that man at there? Oh, the shoot he down here. That's a free kill, yeah.
Right-hand corner, guys. Victor Royale worth 10 points, but don't forget placements are all the way through. And talk about that top 25 just sprints.
Let me say who when can at a certain time people locking your account. What are you talking about? For Fortnite.
That's Nico goes down to Jarvis.
Quick reaction. Player pushing up. No builds for Jarvis right now. Just one.
Talking beer blood.
Shots come out from the corner. Edit up above. Jarvis gonna have to try and apply pressure.
Xbox customer service gonna be bad.
Sculler goes down, looking for a back-to-back.
Call somebody lock your account. All you gotta do is go on Sony.com and go on Sony live chat. Easy so.
No material still though.
How you think I should get right here account? Ah boy, he died now, boy.
Ah boy, he's Jarvis.
That Jarvis lost blood.
Does follow through with shots. Seal Matt his duo right here.
Vaughn say go your voice to share. Allow to share. I think take it off. So I went here heat and restream. Nah, cause he don't get here. Look at Ghost Aiden up in a boulder. Come on, Aiden, big money better now.
But the cost.
No, see, Madu.
HP to take this high ground, and the opponent didn't even expect it.
Not a big deal.
Worth it.
Not a big deal, honestly. He may have spent the 60.
Ghost Aiden jump out a ball
Use it as a commodity
to kill a man.
Very good push from the baller.
What you feel like he public? What you feel like he pubs for the big batch of noobs, then?
Just a second, weapon swap into the TAC AR. Looking for shots.
But
Watching
Aiden in the noob there.
On an opponent underneath.
But that play there, that's a good play, but so I don't let that saw play. I never see Tifu play for my life.
You don't ever want to get too close to your opponent. Just trying to find an opportunity. Will he find it here?
Dr. Lupo's stream, boss. Who you talking about? Dr. Lupo's still stream.
This high ground. He used the baller to get here. You can tell.
Cause the man entertaining. Yeah, who watching now Dr. Lupo's streams? I got you laughing, me.
As Aiden is continuing to rain down top 3 situation. Trashy versus Little Chase. Trashy catches that one. And Aiden
so it's Trashy versus Aiden.
Shield here in a 1v1 versus Trashy. Is he gonna be able to close out? We'll find out now.
You might say so.
Aiden moving forward, double layering up above.
Terry must meet you. Terry talking though. Cause we want you to put your voice to do not allow.
Make a climb here using the tree potentially, but Aiden is doing an excellent job.
Aiden ain't got this here though.
No attempt, no climb. He's taking an opportunity.
Nah, boy, Aiden day. Aiden day. Aiden day, boy.
No way. And Trashy with the 9,000 IQ play to literally just sit in the bottom. Exactly. He popped the shadow bomb, but didn't even push. He sat, and Aiden spent all this time trying to track what.
Aiden don't play so damn.
Still in the bottom. Aiden literally lost an easily winnable.
Aiden have more help than Trash. Trashy.
I promise you this, he'll never.
Aiden don't play real damn the other, man.
Oh, 100%.
There's a distinct sound when someone jumps.
I had a feeling he would have not. I had a feeling he would have lose that though.
You know, out of pure defense and safety precaution, put up the planks to protect himself.
Nah, no boy in a god like God. No boy in a god like God upstairs. I mean, he's a pro, he's good. Can't call the boy else like God, but the God upstairs. He's a very good player at the game. You know he's bad at me. You were unfair me, boy.
But you realize that's got to be on there because it happened one time, right? One time.
He
the
did?
Same thing applies here. You don't think about it until you're in the situation where you're like, wait, this is a thing that I need to be concerned
about. What happened to Connect though?
It caught you
Connect then, no.
Cost you in that case potentially 4 points if Aiden had gotten the elimination.
They made a hard
push from the Victory Royale. Yeah, like you said, it's not going to happen.
If I again Connect, no.
Got the warning label on now, right?
That's right. And this is what the World Cup is all about.
I want last this time for Connect though.
Players, regardless, he's still a champ. We'll see him in New York City, but Snorrier catches that whiz, very nice.
It's Harrians, dude.
Oh my!
Robbing them too, but low-key.
You got duped so bad. No, shout out to Harrians for having a name that not even literally one of the most knowledgeable
you can't about this.
Must be faces. If you have other names that are like that, anybody that's got a backwards one,
whoever's working on you building your brand is fire them because you're not winning with that.
Tag Monster Deepface on Twitter, hashtag Fortnite World Cup. We got to get a list of names for Monster to look out for so we didn't stumble on any more, right?
That was a tough one, dude.
Player taking shots all the way across, 32 remaining. We got 7 more to go before we're into placement points.
Here it is, Spook. Wait, did I read? No, it's Coops. It's Coops. No, this is right.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea at this point.
We don't know anymore, but here it is, Spook. Hopefully, looking to pop someone here. Finds the window. Nice weak build right there, and oh man, building with Willard is terrible. Way above the threshold here. He's closing in on his top 25. Can he hold out? It's really what he's looking for. 38 points. He's in contention. There's still time to queue up here. He is totally in the running right now. And that's a big 3-piece right there. 2 huge legendary AR shots connect. One being a headshot, rips apart the shield. Combat follow-up, so clean. Spook goes back into recycle the geyser and just gonna keep him in the air, just trying to get this placement right now.
2 quick ticks out in the storm. What does have the highest drop right now, slowly floating in. Bucky starting to take shots. Wouldn't surprise me if descent happens very quickly from those that are still floating because of that. Power on the bottom you saw for just a second, very low HP. Tricks picking Vita off and feed. Alex Toast getting an elimination. Power going down to himself and the Storm. You see that player on the outside. Alex Toast does get eliminated. Mockin, 26 left. One more goes down. Whoever this 26th position is going to feel bad about missing placement points, but it is the way of the road, as they say. Ultra Laser Hawk is the player, and we are now in the top 25 for placement. Everybody picking up 3 points. The community launchpad may be going to pay the price. Doesn't quite go down. Now Mockin down to 66, catching a competing player, going for the same launch pad, and everybody's flying in here at Lazy Lagoon. We're basically headed straight. In fact, it's an entirely in the water 8th circle that we're moving towards right now.
And like placement is only just barely given out. As we're in 20 players on a riverbed, you can't walk down there.
Nope.
You have to build. This is such a weird end game.
I mean, you can try, but it's going to be real sad when you have to jump along the bottom. Look at this, Foxy Boxy taking shots and then immediately getting shot at from the Ty tanks above. Goes down and Ty pushes in to try and get the loot. Player competing for that. Barband going down outside. Spook rotating forward, maintaining basically the 3rd floor up. A rip, gonna use it, maybe not. Decides not to, gonna move forward. Player dropping in the same box. Surprise, I'm in the box too, and Dotback goes down. Spook maintaining all the way in the outside of the zone. A couple storm ticks. That Siphon actually did end up saving him, down to 49 HP now. 12 players left. Ty, Spook. A number of other players rotating in, stuck on the bottom underneath the waterfall.
He got up and over though. He did get up and over. That's going to be a weird place to rotate up, and he knows that's why he's looking right now, trying to see if he can find someone. Players are going to go down to the storm right now. That's one. Iota goes down already. It's such a weird spot. Their struggle must be happening here. Synergy and Diggles fighting in the zone as well.
Quick edit and a shot. Combat shotgun rotating around the outside, trying to chase that player down. Decides not to continue pushing just in case somebody else might be there. Like Ty tanks, a quick elim there, picking up another Siphon. The 50 HP shield total there, very important.
Just a bit ago, he had 49 health, guys. Now he's at 150. He is in the game right here.
Swing.
Will he get to 200 in time? Nope, someone snatches it up, but it's okay. He catches Aaron's.
Rift.
Right there, and there is a free rift. Definitely want to use that. Everyone already to the sky at this point. Top 5, all placement points have been given out, besides the victory royale at this point.
Mockin on the ultimate low ground, taking shots. Traps to defend from anybody dropping in. Like Just Chillin', who does go down very quickly. Another elimination, 7 now in 5 builds. Maybe looking for another shot on the players underneath. There are a handful down there. A quick grenade, I don't know if he caught that. Just tosses one down to see if he can get a hit on somebody. Maybe the 60 seconds before the storm.
Can he get it?
Dicks him out, caught on the outside. He's got one build. Floor, he's gonna have to push up, find it. Gets it.
Did he get it?
Bertsack.
Did he get the mats?
Dropping in.
He got a few.
He did.
Yeah,
he did. He's
just
good
a few.
Still. 3 players now Mockin on the ultimate low. And watch this. Everybody's about to get pushed in the air because the path will storm. And that might...
He needs to hit the shot.
Oh my gosh. Staying just barely away from the vent. Mockin gets 4 eliminations. The victory royale and everybody else. At that point, because it was so close to the end of the game, nobody wanted to go for the vent because you're pushed up in the air, and with the circle that small, you are asking to tick out storm damage. You want to stay engaged, so a forced rotation out into the storm is the only option at that point.
Yeah, and that's why Spook was trying so desperately hard to push through that building and catch the Elam before he took off in the geyser, but he did manage to throw him off and couldn't get the Siphon to keep him in the game. But here we're Cryptic, charges back that boat. And he West, 30 minutes left to queue up and get the last bit of your games. 30 minutes you can effectively queue maybe 2 full games, 1 from here to then, and then your last. But it's only if you have more than 2 games left, then you got to start pushing through. We call those W key games. So as you see, the lobby right now is a normal lobby in a sense. As we approach towards the end tail, these lobbies are going to get probably like slimmed down.
And more, it's scarier and scarier every single time you go in there. Right now, you have to realize that these games are queued against players of relatively similar scoring. As we get closer to the end of the block, you're going to be looking at lobbies with players with very high point counts. Very, very competitive lobbies, very difficult lobbies. Here on West, 2 spots, by the way. Top 2 of 3,000 people. Top 2 of 3,000 1,000 people is, that's terrifying to think that that's how narrow it is. That's how few people make it through. We've gone through multiple weeks of this, of players trying to play out of their minds. Cryptic Slays picks up the first elim. A couple easy shots. The AR from above.
It's that boombo though, man. Ripped apart all the shield on that player.
Just recently nerfed too. A little bit of a
drawback decrease.
A quarter of a second longer now, but players still very efficient with it. You just have to time it a little bit better.
Any kind of change to that weapon is welcome, I'm sure.
You trying to tell me that people have a problem with relative utilization of a weapon? Fortnite Battle Royale, the ultimate Battle Royale experience? No way. Of course not. Never. Smile. Irritate.
Blitzifer. Two stinkers. You saw stinkers kind of clean up some players earlier today. Just an in-game. No way to defend against it. Purging goes down. Now Blix. He can take this ball. He can just go through the loot if he really wants to. He's not going to do so. So he's going to be content with what he has and gets the next zone here.
Too risky at this point. He's got to rotate so far still, and you've got so many players that are still out here ahead of the zone. JP2 right there. Keep Flash at the top, challenging Cryptic Slays. Hunt as well, landing the same spot. Spicy right underneath. Meanwhile, Saf from Ghost. Gonna make a play down here at the bottom. Decides to not get too aggressive and uses that rift, seeing most likely that right now, at the time of the rift, 27 players left. I think the option there was, I don't even want to risk it. I want my placement points, which he gets now.
Yeah, not only that, someone like, he had like two players somehow end up in his box. One might have been a shadow, the other might have been a baller, so.
Exactly.
He is not trying to stick around there.
The best course of action, honestly. He's down to 22 now, and he's got to make it to 15. You see the top right there, the placement required to get the next set of points.
He's doing pretty good for himself this game right here. He's got double heals going on. Playing for the high ground, manages to take it
Ghost.
up. And it's his.
Is another Ghost member here? Is another Ghost member here?
All the combat, someone is trying to break him down. Doesn't even matter. He does manage to connect here, and there's 2 or 3 players now above him. He's going to use that move.
Tariq Justin talking.
One more needs to go down.
That dodge right there. Sidestep fake out.
Yeah.
Now taking down the high ground player again, but just let's start down. Someone's already on it.
Actually did pick up an elimination.
We gotta start doing this on live streaming.
In the feed right there. 11 players left. Saf.
I got memos right now.
6 builds, and it's pretty much all metal, which is perfect for late game. If you had to have a situation where you get one material,
I mean, this wasn't count. I know what Shamari still doing good on Fortnite. What is call it? I know way too. I know I was supposed to tell him so. Anonymous hackers track on Fortnite to hack them. All who on the game that day, gonna lose them account.
Top 10 remaining. Fet goes down.
The 6th of July.
Indeed, there's a player right here. He does have the edit, makes the double shot, connects with a 136 combat. Just one hit was the one that took him down. Didn't break the wall in time.
Yeah.
What a bait.
King Flash was waiting for that. But hey, he brought in a slurp juice for King Flash. That's going to be a big come up for him. And
special delivery.
Let's look at how much health these players in the low ground have. No Flash.
Ash, I can't hear you in your stream. That's why I plug out my mic.
Take a hit.
Saf in the ultimate high ground, just big chilling with already built structures. In fact, he owns a number of them. You can see from this corner right, he's going to watch for the shots. Finds 2. That player's down to less than 50. He's going to push forward, and it's Cryptic Slays goes down. We are now in a top 4 situation. Cryptic at least getting the top 5 points.
Who's just that?
7 from that.
Wait, Terry, no comment something. Terry said he could hear me in my stream on Thursday.
Peek right on top of each other. Spicy picks up that
elimination.
He 3 players left.
Nah, he comment in my stream.
My friend out there in the corn. I feel that for sure. Saf in the ultimate high, dropping down, starting to descend. A little bit of fall damage.
Saf, how you going here, though?
The bottom are literally dancing inside and outside of each other's builds right now. Corner edits happening. A ramp to push Spicy.
Saf moving crow, yeah? I guess you go.
Spicy to 1v1.
It's the corn. It's the hayfield. Like,
he's got layers above him already for just a second.
Like,
Spicy's got 7 builds.
Like, no way, dude. I ain't going down there.
I want to see a Spicy push out just 2 or 3 floors out, launch pad to try and
No,
take
it's not good.
LOL, I can't hear you and Asham talking, yeah.
Not having it. One campfire's down. There's the second. Sits in the middle. Out comes the bandages, and that's his game.
Spicy was sitting on the
No,
launch
I think
pad.
he can get off.
To see him push out, put down a quick floor launch, fly up, and try and take high ground, shoot down from above.
Teresa, can you hear me? Are you talking?
Shotgun. You don't have the range of the combat, so if you're going to try and compete with that, you're going to fail.
This is
AR
the
shots
elite
underneath,
ARG.
potentially, but with the amount of materials that you can already see
S2 more.
the player above him
Another S2
double-layered
player.
pyramids and floors. So at that point, pressuring
It's
with a high
Prodigy.
ground takeover, in my opinion, ended up, you know, I'm only me, you're you, but you never know. Like, I feel like that was the play. Thoughts?
I mean, think about it. There's only a couple of spots for qualification. If I'm
Time
being
lapping
honest,
West
to
servers,
make it all the way
20,
through, you gotta take risks.
26
We've
minutes.
seen it happen all day today. 1 point differences, tiebreaker differences.
Yep.
You gotta make risks
Yep.
right there. Like that was an elimination could have took, but he just said, you know what? He weighed his card and said, I have the advantage, I have the campfire. I'm gonna go for the hail off. You lose a point, you leave a point.
Yesterday, I have a most.
Had what 7th, 8th, 9th, and 9th and 10th?
No, it's just the stream lagging. The stream is lagging, no. Not the players. The stream lagging.
And you're thinking, I should probably push this. Maybe.
Don't leave anything up for grabs.
Minus sight on 60 hertz.
39 players left.
How it all kind of crumbles in that one, but here it is.
My ping no move on 40 at all.
Having quite the day today if he can continue to just hold out.
We had a chance to look at his
Exactly.
first 5 games of the
I
day,
go
the
like
breakdown,
him.
and he was so heavily weighted on placement.
My way for it naturally fast either is
right now. Multiple wins. I believe he
with
had 3 games that were wins.
with auto line cable, I got 50 to 60 ping.
One that he put out at 100. I know
Maybe
don't worry.
If you're gonna go down, might as well be 100. Get all your time back.
Like, you know what? On to the next one. Keep
I don't know that way he market. That's what he market.
Anyway, so
Oh God.
it is all good as
That man wet up. That man did wet. That fish man wet up. That look at that.
And yep, it's gonna keep it nice and safe. Here's the minis. This is checkmate, buddy.
Oh God.
Bye bye.
Oh God.
I'm assuming it's Ethan.
Lord.
Can't really tell. Question
Lord
mark
of wheels. He got a go to see. He got he wait.
Solid elimination.
He wait.
Good
Yeah, he
mechanical
go.
technique there. Getting the quick
Symmetrical.
quick edits, the swipes. You can see how
I think tomorrow. I'm not sure.
they're activating
Symmetrical leading the leaderboards right now. Look at this man. This man here remind me of Quick Flat Up. Sky high. All you gotta shoot. All you gotta do is shoot he down.
60 hertz, I'm sorry. That's rough.
Nice struggle. Some
Respect to Soggy's on 60
He
hertz.
got a
man.
flake knot.
Who knows if that's UV?
He's still tap for
The name
damage.
itself, though, very funny. I commend it. Ford, little corner edit. More and more players, instead of tapping off with the ramp and flipping it, have been doing a pyramid.
He's an idiot,
just
though.
choosing which corners they want to raise up, because you can immediately just look down, reset,
I
it,
can
drop
simply
down,
ease up there
change
on
corners. See
Okay.
multiple 3 players in rotation.
You're the
Finds
man.
the weakest one. Look at the damage above the threshold for. Oh man.
The map pick out this guy here.
1,338 damage above the threshold. Till it's down to 30 players in the top left corner of the screen, folks. Storm Surge will apply damage
My
checks
God,
to
they're talking
everybody
about
that's still in until it's down to 30, or
It's my God,
everybody
they're
that's
talking
below
about
the
my
threshold, the
stream
damage
now.
cutoff. So you have to make sure that you're dealing as much damage as you can. Like Alberto here, only
This
80
guy's
above.
barely above.
It's
but
my day, though.
Lucky for him, he's just outside of the threshold, so he should be okay here.
He can use another ghost stone though.
2 Rift to
Yo.
goes.
Yeah.
3
This-
shadow bombs. He's got
It's like here freaking out.
play for placement
Freaking
here. You
out.
might as well at this point, and that's why he's choosing
You know,
to
it's
rotate.
live stuff on YouTube too.
Just notice the holds here. Now it's going on
So it's not
defense.
actually Fortnite.
Open builds.
Fortnite got a good.
Keeping it nice and calm. If you don't fire back, people are gonna
Most of these men PC players, boss.
2 rifts. So the 1 of 2 shadow bombs remaining. Gonna have to almost rotate to the sink. Dodge.
I let her
those
chop.
bees.
I let her chop.
149 total.
I let her chop. See that.
Very. Oh my gosh. The landing there lands right inside a tower that is 2 floors
Man,
up.
don't edit that
drops
bossy.
in,
Hey,
build,
serious
build,
boy.
quick double edit, falls into the player. Tactical shotgun, easy clap.
Champ said that no. So players they got making any World Cup. Phase match.
scenario for him to be
Here's Mertz, Nick,
It's also going to allow him to upgrade
Ghost
that
Aiden,
loadout.
and Jarvis, and
Bears off in a little bit here,
we're
but
talking about
now
some
hopping over to Wheels, who's
Nick
doing the
Mertz.
same rinse and repeat here. You want to just
Right, also see
you got to be careful too. Guys, when your shadow bomb is ending, if
Jarvis,
you're standing still, your silhouette
Ghost
is
Aiden.
just there.
He thought about the
Players
concept,
can
players
see
can't
you.
get up.
I've seen players get punished in the past.
Oh, and he
What?
got it. It was a teammate too. WBG on WBG violence.
I do not know.
Cannibalism.
You hate to see it.
I don't kill a teammate,
The
yeah.
reaction time there. If you get rifted up and you have an open slot for reload in your combat shotgun, there's a little the little gimmick you do right now where you quickly spam reload and shoot at the same time. And
I wonder, do you have to aim at that point?
Oh,
or
bro,
is
yeah.
you just hit what's in front of you?
I've seen shots. Yeah.
Like, that's the real question.
I've seen shots miss, but very often you're going to see a big hit because they're right on top of each other.
Yeah, they hit all the time.
That's a glitch, boy.
I haven't been in a situation to pull that one off, but man, I think one highlight happened last weekend, and ever since, it is just, they've taken the play and added it to the playbook.
Pretty much everybody had their eyes on that and said, oh, okay, I guess this is how we're going to do things. And it just literally, I think it was yesterday.
Oh, these casters love that. Let's do that, dude. That's the highlight.
We had one yesterday where a player went for 2 back-to-back and couldn't quite get it to happen. Crazy. To try and, it was literally the last player.
Where the stream looks so like
just
crappy.
Twice with rifts. And
look.
He tried to do it again. He's trying to find somebody on the drop-in, man.
How crazy is
my
that? But does a hard dive down. He's landing right on top of another fight here. What's going on up top? Aqua Whip, Wheels, still in the game. C-Dome, Triggy. So many combat shots just traded off, and Noberto won all of them.
Bro, he dropped in, and then literally everyone down on the bottom with him is gone now.
Yep,
Wheels, what Wheels doing now?
Here comes Wheels, just kind of making his way down. He's got to pop this slurp juice though. Look at his health right now. Not sure why he's holding on to that.
God,
But
Wheels.
that matter pays off because
that
fall
Wheels.
damage is going to help him out tremendously. He takes some in return. Can he win the trade?
Wheels.
Didn't need the slurp juice after all.
Nah. I got 8 kills,
He picked his
boy.
teammate up, lifted him up in the air, took that elimination, multiple eliminations after that. Wheels, the victory royale, a crazy set of builds here. I love looking at these things afterwards. But what really matters is the play-by-play there. Every single strategy, and if we could, Zeke, take us through what you know.
I got bills book there.
Well, Dr. Lupo, the only thing I know is you're incredible. Thank you guys so much for casting. As always, you guys are amazing. And of course, I agree. The fossils are a great story that tells what all went down in that game, Sundown. Now, I know you've pulled some clips for us. So what you have to show?
So we're gonna take a look, and the theme of this one is Galaxy Brain, putting that mental to the test and seeing what you're able to do. So first, Trashy picks up the low ground Elim, and now 1v1. Aiden on the top, and he pops the shadow. Aiden heard it, and he goes to look for him. Trashy's just like, I'm in the zone. I got the bandages, I'm good. Aiden goes out a little too early. Trashy is able to pop off the mini and then just turn back. Aiden spends the whole time looking for him, and Trashy just gets the nice, easy Elim going. Had the heavy sniper ready, but now on board here with AU's Macon. Looking for the shot first, finds Pocket right out of the edit, and then drops right around the side. But keep an eye on what he does here. Dropping down, loops around the side, finds synergy kicks, out into the storm. Now uses the shadow bomb and drops all the way around and just stands. He's just standing, waiting, flanks back up around to the tree, puts him on the mid-ground tarp. So everyone else now is fighting, and he gets this entire space to himself, picks up Cloxic, and the Siphon is enough to push him over the top. Brilliantly done, and Safnir now with the Galaxy Brain 2.0, aiming way back into the storm with the tactical assault rifle. Cool guys don't look at explosions or falling players. Z-Fakey going down there, and then Saf going to work with what he does best, finding his angle, picks up Cryptic, and the Galaxy Brain play to get high ground control. That was the only other player who could have possibly contested him. Slump goes down, and look at what he has in the loadout. Has bandages, has 100, can wait this player out. 8 more builds going through there. Starts hearing shots going, and just controls the high ground out. Campfire off, bandage commit to it. The second it ticks over to 74, that is how you win a heal off. Those
I
are the
can't
little
hear
things
Juana
you
talking,
have
it
to do
isn't
right.
working.
You know what? Big brain Saf right there. Big brain sap.
I
Of
mean,
course, we're taking the
working.
standings. See how things are going now. Again, guys,
I
this
know
is
you're
it.
third.
The final standings, or the final day, excuse me, of finals for NA West. 2 spots up for grabs. Don't forget, Keegan's already qualified. So that means these 2
That's my
spots shift
keyboard
down to
working.
right now.
My
Arians and
keyboard
Spook,
working.
they're in a pretty good spot, but look at the point spread out.
Look at the point spread, and look who else is on this leaderboard. So Spook, Harrion, Saf, Domo.
Whoa.
Off that qualification.
I know it's a
spot,
third
like,
way.
it would be such an incredible effort out of him if he can get one on foreign soil.
Doom
I mean,
Spectral.
keep in mind though, he does have 8 games played, so does Saf, right? So Spook and Harrions have a little more wiggle room, but again, it's gonna come down to the wire.
It's down to it anyway. These guys, their game management time is right about there. The queues are getting towards the end of it, and I mean, we're about to find out who our last 2 players are.
Well, let's get back into more of these games, as of course, we're gonna hop back over with the boys that are gonna continue casting our games. Gentlemen, back your way.
Thank you very much, Zeke and Sundown, for your analysis. For some reason,
dude, that board is so close. That top 10.
Yeah, it's scary.
Anyone's game
It's
right
scary.
now. I would say if you're in top 25, I'd put it that close. You're in contention right now.
It might even be deeper than that. You never know, because we've seen. I mean, we saw. What was it? Mega dropped a 20
Okay, Matt.
in
Okay,
finals
Matt.
the last week.
Okay,
You're really
Matt,
gonna go
Vaughn.
that big. Like, it's anybody's game. We do have
Vaughn, you
just
see
over
Matt?
15 minutes left for NA West.
Oh,
If you're trying to
man.
get your games in. Pay attention to the clock. Very important. We got Phil in an adorable Easter
That
onesie.
real main way.
And out here, 2 eliminations.
That is real
one of the
main.
coolest things
40
that
minute after this little
Epic
circle,
Games,
B.
like
Is it
Fortnite
Easter?
started
No,
doing
this is
was
sorry. This is like a Christmas winter onesie. My bad.
the reskins, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You have something, and then you get more for what you already own. That's like the best thing.
As Courage would
Mine
say,
is trading.
Luchador, top left, pick it up at Elam. We're down to 39 left.
We got be a good player in the World Cup.
Combat shotgun. Screaming for it, finds it. Are you kidding me? Flip-flop goes down 12 miles away with the epic combat shotgun.
And then
Big
people
damage there.
want the normal pump back. I don't know, man. I think it's, you can put up the argument right now. The combat kind of dubs on the normal pump in almost every situation.
Unless you're in the same box.
Unless you're in the same
box. Yeah, if you're box fighting.
Which I'll be honest, I'm more of a box warrior. I'm way more of a box warrior. I just don't have, I don't playground, I guess, as much as this. You know, I don't do all that flashy.
You trying to tell me you don't crank 90s, Monster? I don't believe that for a second. I've seen you.
Nah, he just ain't talking.
That's
facts. I like to go down and I just wait. At that
okay, weird flex, dude, but okay.
Oh,
Let's see if
yeah.
Princess goes down inside the box. Speaking of boxes, box fighting. Legendary combat
You got my mouse
shotgun
on
in the
keyboard, eh?
inventory of Phil.
But even then, I'll just pose this and then I'll let the topic go.
Oh, gosh,
even in a
here we
box
go.
fight, dude, the combat is disgusting. You don't even have to swap over.
Oh,
you just
Reddit is gonna pick this up and run with it, dude. You got to be careful.
Hey, this is 2 sides of the road here, all right? Respectfully walk with me.
Easy though.
Respectfully walk. Follow me.
Follow me,
child.
youngins. Let me show you. Show some numbers here.
I understand what you're saying. Both weapons, they had their caveats. They are powerful within the wait. Barband did a reset and side edit on that
It's my
pyramid
edit,
so
yeah.
fast.
See, he's doing full 180, 360. This is me. I don't 90. Do those, dude. Just build everything.
Protective.
Honestly, though, that he just dedicated a lot of material to setting up here.
Did indeed. It might pay off though. He picks up an Elam or 2, rotates through the material.
Oh
Look at the
my
shots.
gosh.
That combat shotgun
Non-stop
is so
applying
different.
pressure with a swap between ARs, the combat shotgun from that distance.
What
is
other weapons can
insanity.
do that? See?
See my pick you in here.
Touche. Your comment was in regard to box fighting, though, brother. Hold up. Slow your roll for a second.
All right.
Carrying
Barber's doing a really good job here.
My name Baba.
And invest that much, and then it turns into Elam, I say worth. But there's a platform. There's actually a dropship right above him. Unfortunate for him, he's going to have to give up the high ground because of it. The pressure was coming down, so lands in with someone. It's his walls.
No
okay,
trap,
man, to
apparently.
save himself.
No, he does have trap. Why is he not trapping?
He's just toying with him, you know? Text left, text
Oh
right.
God.
Comes back around. Hello.
Oh God.
Okay.
It's all his
He got the elimination, but he owned both walls. He owned all the
Me and
walls.
my YouTube can't
Could
export.
have played a trap there. Multiple sides. Pick that up.
Just pass it.
All right.
Maybe he thought, what if he doesn't own it? The trap attempt, maybe the hesitation
For
that gets
real?
you eliminated.
Are you stream?
He knows that he owns it. He was editing the wall.
At that point.
He was literally editing the wall. A baller almost flies inside the box. He's sitting inside right now. Tons of builds, not a lot of metal, but
Yeah,
in this late
like...
game, no reason to hold on to those too much, and goes for the launch pad play to go for high ground lands.
Gets caught.
Literally exactly where he needed to challenge this.
Hello,
He might actually pull this off. Quick build. Gets the loss. Here's the traps, brother. Dropping down inside. Shots back behind. The quick.
My pickaxe. My pickaxe. My pickaxe. What?
An immediate bludgeon.
He likes to be up here.
Well played, Barman.
How fast was that?
That's stupid fast. Google it. Stupid fast. That's a real term.
My pickaxe in your boy.
You saw it. We commentated it. Barman's in it right now. Frags lands right on him. Is he gonna fall victim as well? He's got the mats. He can do this.
Retake Barman.
Literally landing on a high ground platform, taking a play out of the book of Barman.
He moving the brim though.
Literally just moments ago. Drop down.
He gotta be top qualifier right now.
He knows the player above him, Frags, has got RPG, but he's got redeploy, so.
And a shadow bomb, just in case.
Like he can totally get down, but if he goes down, then you're at the mercy of the rocket. If you stay up, you're burning material.
It's a tough situation either way.
Okay, he decides to go all the way down. That's the play.
Lands boxes up, Frags. If he still has, there it is. RPG's coming down. Barman takes a big hit.
Shadow bomb comes out, uses it to get up and over the mountain. Someone grip to go. This is gonna distract Frag for a second, maybe to look up to the high ground.
He had no choice.
Get over the mountain.
It actually was the sound that went off, but it didn't actually occur. And Barban stuck in a 1v1 as Frags has the ultimate high ground and a rocket and a shotgun and all the time in the world. No builds, but it doesn't matter. An epic victory royale for Frags, sitting at 14 points right now.
Worth though. He got his highlight.
Now we only had an opportunity to
now he the burning max.
We're gonna pass it back on over to Zeke. We are almost done for the day, so don't leave. I'll know.
He will always know.
He
always does in fact know. He constantly spits out names of people that have left. He actually does know. Now, Fortnite fam, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us here in the final tail end of NA West. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a short break. So what you need to do, get up, use the bathroom, get a drink, get some snacks, and come back.
Alright, you're gonna play a match now. That's a bot funky almost. Can't play the same way. I play a little keyboard and mouse, man. Tell me when it come back. What TV, sir? Party chat, party settings. Party set, go for party settings. I put part do not allow. Cause the man here streaming the workout, right? Are you showing me where I got the boss? I hear plane. Got to the party. Great party. I hear plane pan keep going on more straight. I put up to the kill boss. The thing is great so. Good fella. You can see everything. Right now, yeah. Ella playing by keyboard na mouse again. Yeah, it live though. I don't know how I move quite no pick out some who am I? Look at that. Orang Max boy. Yeah. Oh, this.
The only spots available are 2. We saw the standings not that long ago, but those still very easily could change. A lot of these players trying to eke out as many points as possible via eliminations, high placement, the likes. And right now, every single decision they make is going to dictate whether they move up or down the standings, whether they make a mistake, whether they make a fantastic rotation and pick someone else off, shutting them down and ending their run. You know, this is it.
This is everything that people have worked for. The last chance, all eyes on this
hardest
region.
my head is
Players
BG
across
pick
the
up
world
boy.
Have not been able to qualify today, looking in and on
Wait,
to see
BG pick
who
up.
might make it in the final moments here.
He crow here.
Stura, Murrah on your screen. A quick little tag with the combat shotgun there. Obviously has more in the inventory than just that. Does hit a reload. 39 players left in this lobby.
That way, BG pick on my hard, Ross
in the
boy.
last couple minutes here, the next couple minutes, it is it's pretty crazy to think that this is the final moments of the Fortnite World Cup online open qualifiers for solos. As you know, duos going down in a little bit over a week and a half.
That's fun.
That's right. Don't forget, those times have been moved. It's now June 20th and 21st.
Yes.
And the times
That's
have been
good
pushed back
from
an
the
hour, so make sure you know when to queue. Make sure to set your times. Things are a little bit different.
Yeah.
Logos here going to be picked up in the crossfire. As
Anonymous hackers.
Making his rotation.
The threat in Fortnite. The threat in Fortnite. Anonymous hackers. You know who them?
Yeah, you see Jarvis up in the
Not a hot PS3.
taking down one.
Nah.
Moke as well in there. Down goes
a team of anonymous hackers. Not a hot PS3.
Just staying alive. Keeping options open.
Not a hot PS3.
Wow, one player lands nearly inside the box. Stur, you saw immediately spun around and try to put a shot down range, but doesn't actually connect. We're now down to our top 20.
They may send out videos shooting the epic games.
Stur staying active. Want to make sure you don't stay still ever.
I'm getting put on the record. They may cruel.
You never know when a heavy sniper could come flying on in with a shot.
They may cruel, boy. I know. I'm getting put on.
One more player.
For sure.
Who will be the one? And that's Perrin, who goes down in 26th.
They go video up on YouTube. We may trapping epic games. Anonymous hackers cruel, boy. Yeah, they may hack your account. You're getting it back, you know.
Chunky 10 points. Now Stura here trying to send shots over, finds Jeremy Hacks.
Yep.
Hacks back to the lobby. Now more will fall. Look at this lobby. It's spinning out so quickly. Jasper being eliminated there in second.
They get twisted, yeah.
One more player.
They get twisted, Ross. I know what your whole mind right. To the star, man.
Going down, and look, this keeps going down.
I know what your whole mind right. To the star, man. Then run back in, then run back out. Boss my head, I chop you up, yeah. They get twisted, yeah.
Crispy, who's got multiple eliminations so far this game. Jack on the high
ground. You pick a day, boy.
Name, but one player all the way in the sky above everybody, playing that height to their advantage.
Lucid just says, all right, Sura, you've had a great run, friend, but I'm going to go ahead and have to shut you down. Look at the high ground, though. Kunichi up there with the double campfires burning. Biles here going to use that turret there to just give that floor the 1,000 HP just to secure his positioning. And again, man, we're going to see things slow down just a little bit, right, Courage? You know, people don't want to make mistakes. They're looking for top 5. That's when they feel most confident.
The hardest man in here, boy.
Making those plays.
Jarvis Day, too.
78 over on Jack there. Fortunately, he was taken over.
Yeah, Biles with the slurp. Still just ticking. Getting back as much health as possible. Oh! Mid-shadow form gets ripped by that shotgun. Down goes the shields. Thankfully, another slurp in the inventory can be popped once the shadow form is ended, but either way, the damage has been done. Biles very weak at the moment. Gonna have to stop and pop the slurp. You see a player with the boombo on the other side of this wall. That's a very confident challenge, knowing the boombo does a minimum of 100 damage.
He get caught up.
Biles gets the win. Continue to build on out. Now in the top 5, the final amount of placement points have been earned, and down goes Biles there in the 5th place spot. Konichi still on the high ground. Waste Mendu, Rusi, and finally Lucid, the last players remaining.
And Lucid is already shut down several players here. He's got himself in the top 5. Now what does he do with this advantage? Konichi again on the high ground, 32 builds. Down below, Rusi in 7, 8 elims. Chaining two, one of them being lucid.
He ain't a screen player.
Builds right now. It is a 1v1, a massive 124 to the dome piece of Rusian.
He ain't a screen player, no. Jarvis ain't a screen player.
Gets punished for not building.
He's gonna spray it out.
Yeah,
Jarvis
doesn't have any builds. He literally cannot do anything.
Jarvis in the screen, man.
Benici down, but look, Benici just gets up on the hill and says, "Nice try, nice try."
If that zone doesn't go up a mountain, different story.
My little chicken, that's funny.
Unfortunately, you saw right there as the zone moves on up, there's no opportunity to build up and match the player's height, and Benici knows that.
Madu.
Quite well in the end there. Nice
Madu chicken, that's funny.
Next game. Again, queues are closed, folks. No more opportunity to earn points. It just comes down to these last lobbies that were already started before the queue shut down. You already saw Arkham on your screen.
Looks like we're
gonna be hopping on board with Voice. That's player one box open.
Voice, look.
7 eliminations.
Voice to get hit boss.
Already, Courage. Yeah. 30 players remain, 29 to be exact. Here in Storm Circle.
He hit boss.
So we're going to see these lobbies be a little less dense, right? Because these are the final few games of the queue. Remember, you have that 3-hour window or 10 games to play. You can queue up until those last few seconds. And then if you get in those games, you want to play those out, try to farm elims, placement, whatever you can. Because every single point matters. Voice going on the offensive there. Looking to try and establish himself a nice little home. Made of metal, nestle himself into safety.
Voice.
Look down below, you got the likes of Arkham 1X in the lobby.
And there's someone trying to bust right into the box right now. Arkham doing everything he can.
Ross, you see that face sticks, man? My boss in my head with a flick knocks, right?
Looks like it's time to be the one on the aggression.
That's it, not yet.
Tries to claim the wall, doesn't wind up working out. Immediately switches to another wall. Look at how fast the builds come through.
Oh yeah, I forget to go full
front. This player's completely left that box. Arkham now pushing for every bit that he can. He knows you need every elimination possible to get those points up to qualify.
This fits my Ross's.
Can't get the wall replaced still.
Ross, this fits my hair, right? Busting my hair with a flick knot so seriously.
Looks like for the moment that's exactly what's gonna happen.
My own fear here.
Control coming
out of fear for you, boy. This fits my hair. When he busting my hair, when he busting my hair with flick knots.
He tracked him the entire time.
No, I think he's down to the left.
No, is that not him? Is that not Pinguino?
That's the person. Down here, that's the guy.
No, it was Pinguino. It was Pinguino, I'm pretty sure. You might be right. Anyway, top 25. He is in there now.
Done it.
He's done it.
Minus solid
10 elims over on Arkham, though. And look, he's got builds for days. Double shadow bombs, 5 campfires. 5.
Yeah.
Dude, my God, flip count faster.
Hey, if he goes to a late game heal off, he won't lose. I'll tell you that right now.
Drop 4 all around you, sit in the middle.
Drop 4, and I think you just dance.
You just dance. I feel like that's the appropriate thing to do there.
Yeah.
And now look, we're moving over the lava.
It's like it, just get me.
They don't want to do that. Nope. They're gonna want to make sure to use those materials, build out over the lava, so you do not have to try it. Now, I personally, I love using the lava. It only does a single point of damage, sends you forward. A little bit of control chaos. Now this player gonna get built on. He's gonna be in the baller. The baller's gonna get cracked. Look, they try to disengage.
Oh God.
Arkham is just W-keying every opportunity that he can right now. 11 eliminations, looking to get every point possible. Picks up 2 rips and soars to the sky.
Terry's got me live by here. We hope Terry knows his sword,
to keep raking in these points this game. Look at this, every box. He is challenging every box he sees, Zeke.
I got 11 kills, yeah.
He is so hungry. The fish out of water. The lava has been chunked. He is looking to find more and more eliminations. Noli here from KNG. Unfortunately, leaves his in there. The hands of Ark1X.
Lots of sweat line here, blood.
12.
I got 12 elims, boy.
Unbelievable. Look at this. He's going to let someone else.
This is the confidence you love to see in a player.
My pushing everything, boy.
But either way, high ground taken from Arkham. And still with materials for days, 16 players left. 2 more placement points about to be earned if he can live through to the top 15.
Yo, he got aimbot too.
Shields, who's dropping all the way down. More challenging. He's going
to. It's obvious though. He's a fish stick.
Tunnel visioning on those eliminations below.
That's literally what I was going
to say.
Yeah, boy, man, I got a long man. Man's the only man there with full shield for health. Nah, boy.
Depending on where we
go,
boy. This continues to move. He's in a really tough spot. He's got
my only man with there with full shield for health.
Actually moving, gonna hug this little edge. He's just gonna
got this man here. Like, can't edit properly then.
There's not a lot of builds.
Completely snaking this, but yeah.
Who you getting work up?
Well, okay. All right, and 15.
Can we edit a wall properly?
Actually wound up using the final rift right there that he had, so really wanting to ensure he doesn't waste a ton of material.
But he ain't here, look. But he ain't here, big man.
That's the mindset that I'm on right now. Vinny pushing forward, down to 3 builds, 2 builds. That's it. Can no longer defend himself.
The only guys that he got, big man.
Tactical shotgun. This looks quite grim, folks.
I want mini.
As Vinny is just stuck
here,
one
of
these players walks in front of him, just like this. Good 78 tag.
Ah, boy.
Elimination on the lair, and some materials. Another player challenges, dodges the trap.
Oh God.
Elimination down onto Fisco. Top 7 now in this lobby.
3 back-to-back. There you go, Vinny. Look at this. Arkham again in that high ground position. He's trying to shut down Deuces, who's just 1 tier below. Butterdie is below him, and then everyone else is on the lowest ground. I mean, Arkham is on a spree right now. 12 eliminations. If he hits top 5, a 17-point game minimum. Looks to pick off the player there. Could not quite. No, sorry, look, he's already in top 5. 2 more players.
He's at a 19-point game right now. 19-point game right now. Can he continue this one? Vinny's all the way on the low ground. He's challenging the 1 player on height. Of course, Arkham's gonna win this.
Oh, God.
Got a little intense for a second. Slowly getting knocked down. 1 versus 1. Arkham continuing to try to keep this height. This player's about to be in the lava. Arkham, 2 builds left. It's gonna come down to this. He can't pop the minis. 1 shot, 2
oh,
shot.
God.
There it is. Arkham a 14 elimination victory royale. 24 points. Talk about clutch right there, see.
Oh God, I only have 2 more builds left.
Massive game, especially here. In the last few moments, you're facing off against players that have similar point values. 24 points. Arkham, you're insane. Wow. You're nuts, okay?
Absolutely.
Straight up.
Into our next game, 29 players left in this lobby. Sinu on your screen. Currently boxed and set on up here.
My shit's not a trio.
Want to get as much vision as possible. 2 Rift-to-Goes, 3 Shadow Bombs. All the movement you could ever want. Right now, not in the zone, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal for Sinu. It's with those items of utility.
She is sleeping.
Can make it there quite easily.
Starts building down. Getting ready here because the storm is going to start moving.
Yeah, she look cool.
He's going to try and figure out how he wants to navigate this. You said it best. He's got the 2 rifts. He's probably going to be looking at players as they use their utility for rotations, whether it be launch pads, a little bit of maybe it was his intention. He marks where he's going to go ahead and go.
She can't 7 o'clock, but call she though.
Okay, all right. This is a fine position. Someone lands in the box. 113, Jay Young. Don't challenge Sinu.
Sinu wins that one and moves 1 step closer to earning those top 25 placement points.
My name is Sinu.
Shots coming in from all the way up top.
Another member of KNG, Tavern, excuse me, here, 6 eliminations on him. The loadout's looking phenomenal. Ammo for days. Mats for days.
Yeah.
Me got hoping
how does he want to put this
that's a real esports
how does
team.
He unfold his master plan to rack up more points? Because again, this could be his final game that we're tuning into, right? Because the queues are done. We're just kind of getting through some games, highlighting a few more players, and then we'll take a look at the final standings a little bit later on. Cypher going to be picked off just outside top 25. No placement points for him. You got to hope he's found at least a handful of eliminations before being sent back to lobby.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting this far in the game and dropping right outside placement. I talked about it earlier, but it really does mess with your mindset. When you're at a moment like this, okay, here's my opportunity. Get points to the board. Be in a fantastic position to up that score, and then get cut down just before placement points begin to fold on through.
I might got real movement, yeah.
Really no worse feeling. Tavern floating on towards his own will land in the storm and take 1 tick of 10 damage. That's worth it though. Has established a little bit of extra height over the players in the very bottom lobby and returned some shots back to the player who was shooting down his wall earlier. Oh, beautifully done. Spots 1 player who's just on the edge of that zone, and he'll continue to put on pressure, and I love this right now, Zeke.
Oh my
you can't
God.
ask for anything better. Players who are under 50 HP with the zone at their back having to run right at you.
And this is just free food for Tavern. More eliminations to be racked up.
I say it's free food there, blood.
Now, if you can hit top 15, 5 points from placement total for him. You see him there on the left side of the screen, but on the right, again, just a refresher, These are the point values, 25, 15, 5, victory hour, all the placement thresholds. And every elim is a point. Down below, Mouse 1, Toggler in very critical condition. Justin here on the right side of the screen, he's looking pretty healthy. Ethan down below as well is pretty hurt. Justin though, 1 elim.
He going here with a safe.
Builds left. Someone hops out of a bar looking to challenge. He gets a great trade out, and he does have the half shield to top himself back off.
I like that.
Dude, he needs to find something.
I like the no hesitation on immediately popping the half shield. You've got zone moving. You want as much health as possible at this point in the game. You don't have a lot of builds. Literally every engagement, you need any advantage possible, and right now 50 more shield could make all the difference. Justin, 3 builds remaining. Player keeping him outside the zone. Great shot on the free G.
He didn't need them builds,
grab
boy.
At least 15 builds.
Oh, that's not much. A failed edit there is going to cost him 10 points of HP for the mistake there. He doesn't have the launch pad, but I don't know how helpful it's going to be right now. Okay, all right.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. It's not helpful when it's inside your own box. And now with no builds left, Justin is in a point of panic. Yeah, down it goes. A little frantic right there. Dropped down the wrong trap, and because of it,
he flopped
does
so
go
bad.
down. So 8 players left in this game as we continue to push on through towards seeing who will get the victory royale. You've got Seal Mat a level below Tavern.
I got net 2 teammates left.
Put pressure on. And we'll drop the player down lower. Smart play keeps high ground, much more safe.
Like he teammate, like he shooting that.
Someone challenging.
He sees the white damage numbers on the player over one in that 1x1. More damage numbers. Those are blue, so remember those are shield damage numbers.
It's solo.
They start to drop back down. This is good. Rejoin
That he
everyone
third.
else.
That he climbing number 30. That he shooting that right now.
Where is this player? He's hunting them down, Kirch. He's
I know
still
that.
hungry. He's on the
Just
elims. You got to think. He's
got
trying to break that double
that.
digits.
I'm wondering if he's worried about this. This build above. Someone did just land on height. That's what I was questioning for a second. Does get challenged, but it's Sinu, and Tavern gets the better of him right there.
Mano Sinu here.
Disaster for Tavern, but it does not. And now we're down to our top
teammate
3.
did that.
Hellboy, Seal Mat, and Tavern fighting for the top spot.
And someone like Seal Mat's been in these positions, right? He's made it into your top 3
I feel like it can be the 2.
He knows how to battle this out.
I feel like it can be the 2 team members. What are you?
Hellboy in the 1v1 now. Tavern standing between him and the 3 extra points from the victory royale. Tavern in the right side, top right. Seal Mat in the bottom right there. Now if Tavern picks this up, this is a 20-point game for him. If Matt picks it up, it's a 16-point game.
Oh God.
And it's Seal Mat who's gonna take the game away. Again, Seal Mat's been in these positions before. He knows exactly how to capitalize and how to shut other players down.
And with how quick that player left, I assume they're trying to rush back into
hop back into
queue before that. Because remember, we are looking back about 10-15 minutes ago to where these last games were starting. Probably trying to frantically hop on in. 37 players left in this one. Again, we will have your final placings and the standings here after these last couple games. We'll show you every single person who qualified across the world for the
it's just talking stuff. I'm gonna say
now that we'll know every single one of the 100 players.
And she got Superman ears, right? So
made it here.
Carter the chill, but I'll be talking hard.
That's right, man. 2 spots in NA West, and man, just to think about it, you know, so many players have worked so hard.
I'd be talking like this right now, right? I see you talking hard.
When we do hit that final week of duos, it will be 10 weeks. Just to see everyone grow, improve, level up. It's been a journey, you know, and I think at the end of the day, that's something to look back on and say, you know what, I'm nasty now.
I'm nasty now.
My game is soggy.
It is soggy. People have very
soggy.
I've heard about that. I've heard many people say that. No Dr. Luke, but I've heard people say that. You're just old right now. That's all it is. 35 players, 10 more need to fall before top 25.
Mata Lupo, he old.
Inventory.
Oh, it seems like this player in the wood box here has been the one team from everyone. You must drop now, as all turn their attention towards Frost.
Go ahead, online. I'll see it live with I made live. I wish it's streaming.
That much spam, my friend.
And decide to stream it.
2 left right now. 2 shadow bombs available. As now players.
But I say I can stream it.
Prepare for these storms to begin to move.
You suggest you say should I stream it? And I tell you yes.
You see WBG Biz here. I'm curious to see what the loadout. You can see he's got the heavy sniper. Look at this. Golds for days.
You was questioning it, big man.
He's got himself the bandages if things get a little bit dicey, and of course the minis are going to help as well. Nothing in the ways of mobility, at least it doesn't appear that way, unless he does have launch pads and that visual bug is
These
WBG
main good though.
31 players left.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Just gets demolished.
Clean
oh
shot.
My god.
Combat shotty right there.
Something wrong with this WBG main though. It makes so hard.
Shotgun just showing how good it is. Whether it's up close and personal or for medium to longer ranges, still gets the job done. Rifts going off, launch pads being played, shadow bombs being popped. It's an all-out sprint to the next zone as people fight for the best position.
The question would be, where do we go from here? Do we keep going south into Neo Tilted?
Now, oh god, he killed someone.
He
killed someone in the ear.
Zen's tier must have gotten a little bit of damage over on that player. Don't forget that new timer is up to 60 seconds. If someone is eliminated, you get that elimination credit. It's very, very helpful there. It's securing things. 28 players. Sense is sensing himself in top 25. Boom, immediately there.
That was a stretch. We can agree.
All right.
Sense is sensing himself for the top 25.
I didn't expect it to just pop there. It's like 3 people were just instantly eliminated, so I just kind of jumped the gun. I should have made the joke a little earlier there. Macy here going to be picked up. Rusian going to be picked up. And look at this. Sense up on the high ground. Well, you know, this is his high ground now.
Yeah, I guess that's how that works.
The gazers don't work though.
600 shots.
Wow.
On the high ground.
You know, the shotgun ammo, it's a little sparse right now. 25, it's enough to get the job done, but he can't spend too many,
no,
you know, if
I don't think that's where at all.
Send extra out.
In this
point is
World
actually where you go through the majority of your shotgun ammo, so I completely agree. You might be thinking, well, there's only like 15 people left. How much ammo could you really need? Well, when you have height in the late game, but everyone's flying around and you're putting shots down range,
you're using at least 3.
The custom is using shotgun ammo. But as I say that, he puts the drum gun to use, so Zen's keeping watch of that ammo himself, making the best plays possible with the different weapons in his arsenal.
He does have the 600 rounds. You mentioned it earlier, a 50 drum mag over on the drum gun. He's going to start putting it to work here, just trying to harass Flick, making him, you know, trying to dictate what Flick is doing, how he's moving, and when. Observers, you guys are just showing off here in the final few moments of this game. 10 players left. Viz finds Flick, though, with a Flick shot. Oh, what's going on here right now? 7 eliminations over on Viz. You know?
Massive Viz playing Flick with a Flick shot.
Double 80s. Nah, BBB. I'm sorry. It's going to be back to lobby for you, BB.
Maxed out Brick from that, too. So back up to over 50 builds. One player just in front. Again, you can tell Viz has the same mindset as what we saw earlier from Arkham. I have to challenge every player if I want to qualify. At this point, I need the best. I need every elim here, plus a victory royale if I want to have any chance.
And you know these players are actively
looking at the leaderboard.
They're actively pulling out and saying, where am I?
How many
points do I need to close that distance? Or how many do I need to jump up? Am I in contention? Are we at tiebreakers? What is the difference right now? He's going to drop down. Immediately finds an elimination. Lopez 8, or Lopeza, YouTube, I see. All right, Zen still up on the high ground. Viz there closing the gap. Crayon there as well. Proverbs, he's got himself the ball, gets cracked, and look at this HP. He isn't critical. He's going to fall there. 3 players left, Courage.
Yeah, Viz at the bottom right of your screen. Zen still playing from the high ground. Crayon with shots coming in. All challenges come on to Viz, and Zen just says, hey, you guys fight. I'll come clean up whoever's left, and that's exactly what happens. Ending the game with a max 200 HP. Brilliantly done right there from Zenz. Dropping in when the time comes. Doesn't get much better than that as we prepare for our next game. Zeke, I think we're coming down towards the
I like this here, game after game after game.
Probably, man. Probably. It's so strange to think about. I remember at the beginning of all this, I was like, man, 10 weeks, you know, that's a long time. I did it before in Summer Skirmish, and it was long, and you know, I blinked, and then suddenly here we are, week 9.
You're week 9, boy.
All said and done. Of course, we still have the finals that I'm of course looking forward to.
Week 10, the last one.
I'm excited for the World Cup finals.
Week 10, the last one.
It is going to be absolutely insane.
I don't think the Fortnite fam is ready for how crazy the finals are going to be.
Yeah. It should be nuts. I know,
I'm not too sure. I think that's what it does.
Make sure it's quite the spectacle because, man, $30 million in prize money or whatever it is, plus Beautiful venue we're going to be in.
$30 million.
The height of the summer. I mean, are you kidding me?
I look forward to it. Think about it often. And of course, you know, it's going to be super fun casting those games. But for now, we got to live in the moment, Courage. We got to see what's going on with these players. Blixifier, he's on the 3 list.
Also knows we had game week 10 I qualify for workout though.
You know,
Elite Iceman, Elite just stay.
One here. Nishi is just going to get picked off immediately. Look at this. Baller just going to go over.
I feel I had great part of Iceman go.
You know,
start from scratch.
Watching this, you got to crack the baller immediately.
I had great part of Iceman. Start from scratch.
To use those materials he just picked up. And that is exactly what happens.
So all our health updates have been great. It made them much more reasonable and competitive. And you see right there, a moment one player could peek on out and just immediately cut down that ball, and now one less is available. Look at the full lobby. Nolan, 42 points.
Nolan got 42 points and he got killed there, Black.
Point-wise, Nolan's probably a little bit far off from qualifying. Would need maybe the best game ever. You're on out.
I mean, he would need to start a spree immediately. Looking at the loadout, it's a little sparse. I mean, dualies are great, but you just got to make sure you're up close, you're landing those headshots, and you can just shred someone's HP.
Yep.
Someone goes for the challenge of 127 with the tack. The dualies are coming out. He wants to challenge, gonna go try and punch through this metal. He needs to try and do it fast. Do not let the HP bar tick up. He gets the wall replaced. The player defensively comes out with the wall ramp. Look at this. They're hugging, and another ramp comes out. The trap against the wall. Okay.
Dodge.
It's okay.
Dodge.
Fine.
Dodge. These are the best players in the world. Zeke, they know how to dodge those traps. 29 players left.
I got 139 bills.
When you go to like a movie and you put on the 3D glasses and it's like it's in your face. That's what happens every time a trap comes out. I think it's like
right there.
It's gonna be me that's eliminated. I get like flashbacks of all the times I've been eliminated via traps. All too many.
Dude, they are the most the toughest way to drop. It used to be like much more humiliating when it happened because the trap used to have to be placed on a fully set wall, and it would take the time to obviously go with that. But now, with how fast the traps can go down for 150 damage, they're one of the best defensive tools when someone's aggressively pushing into your box, and that's a beautiful rocket right there.
Wow. The massive. That
was got 2 kills, boy.
And if that was his last game, that's it. He cannot rack up any more points. So great angle there. Kevin is there on just below the tarp.
I know you're thinking about. I was thinking about that as well,
HP just gone. That's it. Vinny Recon there. So many names. Maximos in this. Arians is in this. People contesting for those 2 spots available.
Oh, that's
of course, with
that I might.
71 points.
That I might help you with you too, though.
You know, this could go any way, man. If Harrians could just drop a massive game here, find elims, at least 5 more, let's say, at minimum.
I mean, have we seen anyone near 80 points? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So obviously we don't know the official standings yet. We'll give them to you in just a few minutes. But right now, looking at all things considered, Harrians has been in the top 10 throughout the day. Right now, still 73 points as he gets 2 more for placing top 15.
Oh, God.
Tries to drop the player in from up top. 9 builds left. Harrians wants to pop this other mini. And from here on out, I think it's going to all come down to just good use of the weapons that he has. Tac shotgun comes in. Only gets a brief little tag. Nothing too much on that player down below. You shadow bomb away. Harrians cannot.
I feel so for sure.
He's made it to the top 11. Now challenges all the way to the low ground. A rocket does connect, but he gets some health on the elim. Knight, though, takes Harrians down from the back, and here are your final 9 players in this game.
F and that.
On the high ground.
Yeah, if I had a kid, I ain't mind when you say
right now. As we look at other players, just peek down. So Nolan is right now 49. He's very well and far away from Harrion. So right now, I think, I don't remember the standings. I've been so focused on these games. Nolan here, he needs to make the play of his life. Knight goes down. Nolan is 1 elimination away. There it goes.
I got 1 rocket left, boy.
Shuts him
Here
down.
is our rocket. Watch and see.
Points. He needs to make the play of his life right now, Courage.
Starts with that. First shots come in. Rocket now out. Second elimination comes through.
He got both.
Siege J goes down. Nolan, 53 points again. Still don't think it's going to be enough, but at this point, it's valiant efforts. Playing for pride. Rocket comes through. Doesn't knock a player down. Only one build left. He hears the mini being popped. He knows the person's got to be weak. Oh, they're just below. Great challenge from...
Oh my God, the flank shot over a barrel.
Cracks right there, the tree up above. Is this about to drop this player down?
I believe so.
Drop the player
And my Dr. Lupo freaking out here.
Here he comes. Oh my God.
Wow. A clean shot from Nolan on a Takata, the victory royale. Unfortunately, for him, 58 points, probably not enough. Either way, great final performance.
Absolutely mind-blowing games out of NA. But for now, guys, we're going to send it back in the studio. Let's go meet up with Dr. Lupo and see what's up.
NA West, absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, man, tell me that he played World Cup yesterday.
Entire end game there, putting on an excellent show. The choice to rocket at just the right time, drop players in for love. Wild combat shotgun shots. I love to see it. And that actually is the final game for NA West that we're going to show you, which means it's time to take a look at the standings in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're going to throw to a break. Sorry to debate you a little bit, but I had to do it. We'll be here when you come back. See you in 10.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Sundown here, and today we're going to cover some of the basic terminology you should know when watching competitive Fortnite. If you're familiar with high-level gameplay, these should be commonplace and a nice little refresher. If you're a little newer, buckle in, because you're about to learn up. Rotations. A rotation is the path a player or team takes to get from their current location to the next safe zone. Rotations cover not only the direction the players choose to path, but also the method they use to get there. A lot of different forms of utility enable rotations, including vehicles, rift-to-goes, building, shadow bombs, and glider redeploy. A player's ability to rotate effectively is key because this determines what type of engagements they'll be facing and whether or not they're at an advantage or disadvantage. Gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is when a player who is secure inside the safe zone puts pressure on an opponent who is forced to rotate because of the storm closing in on them. The gatekeeper is able to get uncontested shots onto the opponent, as they are forced to move due to not wanting to take damage from the storm. You will see a lot of top players utilize this in order to create opportunities to get eliminations and points. High ground advantage. High ground advantage is when you have a height advantage over your opponent and are looking down on them. Having the high ground enables you to have more access to information and easier ability to take and hit shots. You will frequently see players battling for high ground in all stages of the game, but in particular during the late game. The ultimate high ground is generally the player or team who controls the highest level during the final circles, and they have a number of advantages. They are typically the least threatened, can decide when to drop down and start taking fights, and also have great angles to punish opponents with AoE weapons or rifle fire. Low ground warrior. The next term is the opposite of the high ground. The low ground warrior is the player looking to sweep along the ground floor, taking close quarter combat fights and forcing opponents to make the first move. This can also be efficient.
Now my place still there, boy. Yeah, play a quick match, you know. It's supposed to be about 5 everything for that woman. But it don't ain't bad. He hit to play his man's want to play soft now. He wanna go snobby. How to be an Xbox player. He wanna go all the ends of the earth. I know they get a crow with the shotgun. Oh, look at that. Look, I can't play with him today. I'll put that in. That's just a keyboard. What? That's just a keyboard. Tree ass boss man, bro. I hear infantry right here. I got killed that whole new block. Because it's squeezing in the middle. Now I'm gonna make them all the blood. I'm streaming on my ping in the 70s, the blood. What? I'll put like a full bot there then. Yep. I play as boss man up just line stupid places then. No? Man, it's cause I play stupid ass boss man then, man. No freedom confident walking. I came out 17. Right? Say me that one. So you're currently away. Send me another 8 week. Yeah, AC. AC level. Yeah, AC level. with chips. Hi boy. Not too. Third, down third. It's only 10:47. Whoa, serious later. Nah, it's serious later. I'm sleepy, big man. I just talking so good. My grandma next to me and I'm sleeping. I want you to wake up and you're foolish. What? See, she heard this shit, she heard this shit. That way I'm talking to her. She in between sleep. She was full sleeping then. But she can hear me. No, she can't go. She gonna hear me. I got headphones behind. Baby, oh my god, you got any bomb? I don't think I got a good drop here, boy. I don't got no weapon right now, boy. I go for you now. Man, okay. Man, no cabin behind the wall, then. Yeah, he that behind the wall camping me, Jason. Before he's back, before I wait for you. I'm gonna take more the party. I turned off my stream too.